Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2019. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Hopefully your hump day's gotten off to a good start. But just in case it hasn't, here comes another brand new live and direct edition of RxMuscle.com's world-famous Recap Wednesday. And all in all, it was a pretty quiet weekend on the pro circuit, unless you happen to be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because that's where the inaugural Battle of the Falls Bikini Pro went down this past weekend. And bringing home the top spot was rookie Ashley Ross, who managed to fight off a strong second-place effort from Jessica Palmer. The third-place slot went to former Bikini Olympia champ Ashley Kaltwasser, with Houston's own Natalie Matthews sliding into fourth. And wrapping up a top five here was a dangerous Jessica Lynn. The king is here. That was the official word coming from second-year classic physique standout Kenneth Owens after the final roster was released for this weekend's New York Pro. And word from the Owens camp is that their confidence is feeling sky high heading into their first show of the season, especially considering the fact that he placed top 6 here last year, and he's coming off the most productive offseason of his career. The way this classic physique division goes, sometimes with a lineup like this, the title really is anyone's for the taking. So if Kung Fu Kenny shows up and delivers the goods, he definitely has the tools to work his way up into a top 5 conversation. I've seen enough movies at this point in my life that I can speak with confidence when I say that the sequel is hardly ever as good as the original. But hopefully that won't be the case for rookie star Dwayne Walker's second act of the season. This weekend, the former Arnold amateur champ is heading to the New York Pro, where I'm hearing he's going to compete as a 212 competitor this time around, which is something that piqued my interest as a fan. When you see him standing by himself, Walker looks like he has all the tools you want to see from a guy at this stage in his career. But for this whole 212 experiment to work the way he wants, he's got to make sure he wins the battle of his conditioning, because then everything else will fall into place. It becomes a trendy thing on the Instagram for athletes to post old competition pictures to get the fans interested in their upcoming contest prep. And Jeremy Potvin is no exception to the rule. This week, a little birdie told me that the 3-time Olympian is 7 weeks out from making his big comeback, which should put him on stage sometime in late June or early July, depending on what he's got lined up. Obviously, Jeremy was and still is a force to be reckoned with when he's on. So it'll be interesting to see if he can hit his stride in time to make a strong push for another Olympia bid. And finally, I want to close out today's show by sending out a very big congratulations to fitness icon Fiona Harris, who announced that she was expecting a new addition to her family. The 6-time Olympian broke the news to her fans Monday on Instagram when she posted 2 ultrasound photos and a message that said, "Coming soon." You know, all the glitz and glamour and things that this industry can bring, well, those are great things. They've changed a lot of lives, including mine. But all that stuff pales in comparison to having kids. Because once you become a parent, you immediately realize that all of that other stuff is, well, meaningless. At the end of the day, your family's all that really matters. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.